Hello and welcome to Ranchers. I hope many of you are doing well. I have exciting news to announce that in the official Slaughter Rancher Reddit post, Nick took the time to release a Q&A post for us to read. In this video, I'm going to do a small breakdown of that post. Before I get to that, I want to mention that I do apologize if I zoom in a little too closely in the if I'm a little too close on the text. The main reason because it helps me read a little properly. If you don't know, I am officially impaired or legally blind quotations. So it helps me a lot to really read what's going on, as well as maybe help you guys, get a good idea of what's going on. So yeah, it was a disclaimer, that's all. Anyway, in this article that Nick posted, he provided a lot of information on the breakdown on what to expect for Slaughter Rancher 2. I'm just going to mainly do a summary brief of each of the questions he has given as well as answered. So let's get to that. First question is, when will Slaughter Rancher 2 be released? It's the same answer from the trailer, fall 2022 for some of the consoles. So yeah, that's a simple question. Which platform will Slaughter Rancher 2 support at the launch? Xbox and PC, of course. Rest in peace for PS systems, or PlayStation and Nintendo Switch users. Yeah, you guys have to wait a little longer. Unless you have a PC or try to invest one. Yeah, you guys gonna be in the dark for a little bit, so this sucks. What can I expect in the early access game preview launch of Slaughter Rancher 2? This was pretty long, but I will try to summarize it best I can. Basically, a lot of things to expect with early access, like bugs, glitches, and other things. But really, what we see in the trailer as well as screenshots, it is going to be it was going to be in the game. So that's really exciting to know that there's going to be a lot more content than usual. Some things will be incomplete, but what we will be given is a big area to explore. New slimes, new areas, new mechanics, etc. Next question, what are my goals in early access game preview release of Slaughter Rancher 2? This is pretty small, but basically your goal is to explore Rainbow Island, as well as try to provide as much feedback to the developers. As a game that's in early access, it is important for we the players to provide as much information to the developers in order to fix those problems. So I think that's what Nick's trying to tell us in this questionnaire. How will I know when I have reached the end of the game? For now, basically, yes, of course that the game will have early access will have a end game. Is it kind of expected with these sort of work in progress games, but they may make sure that it is content that will last a little longer than no more gameplay, but eventually there will be a end goal until the next update. Will my save file carry over with each new update in Slaughter Rancher 2? This was a very good question. I always wondered about this. Yes. With each update, your file will be saved. However, because this game still is a work in progress, I don't expect that to be 100% true, because you don't know what's going to happen during the development process. As long as they fix the issue, that's quite alright. But make sure you keep your expectations very low with these sort of things. You don't know what's going to happen behind the scenes with game development. Anything can happen, even though the intentions are good. Anything can happen. How often will you update Slaughter Rancher 2 with new content? Basically, as often as the can. In the first Slime Rancher game, they constantly update the game. Constantly. Like if you read through the patch notes, they often update the game. So I don't, and sorry, I do think they're going to do the same with the second with the sequel. Sorry. Now that they have a bigger team, it's possible they will pump out as much updates as they can. However, I don't mind them taking breaks every once in a while, cause yeah, the development of a game in general is a lot of work, especially try to update as often as they can. What kind of updates are planned for Slime Rancher 2? Basically, they have plans for new story beats, new worlds, slimes, and how do I go through gameplay mechanics. They didn't go into too much detail about what new content the outside of the trailers and screenshots we have seen, but what I understand, there will be additional new things to be excited for. What will be the retail price of Slime Rancher 2? $30, baby. 30 sweet old buckaroonies. Slime Rancher 1 is actually $20. And with a new sequel, they increase it by $10. I think that's totally worth it because that's what the content of the trailer, screenshots, it's totally worth the money. It shows that they made a lot of progress from the first game. I don't mind this game come out for $40. I think it's so worth it. Actually, this question leads to the to the question of, will the price of Slime Rancher 2 change after leaving early access game preview? To summarize, no. Basically, once Slime Rancher 2 comes out early access, will the price be the same or change? Of course, it will be consistent. $30 will be the main price tag for this game, which is very appreciated. Most game developers who came out early access may increase the price, which is fine. Like, I completely understand. But at the same time, though, consistency would be much appreciated, and it's really appreciated that Nick telling us that this is the main price tag of the game even after early access. So thank you for the consistency on that. So if you're low on a ton of money, make sure you save up for the good old $30. As for the console versions, like the Xbox, for the Switch and PlayStation, I don't know it's going to be the same with the other platforms. All I know is that, actually, will this price tag only be consistent for Steam and PC? Like, how do I explain this? For Steam and Epic Game Store? What about the consoles? Will be the same as well? I'm assuming. I don't know. Anyway, I'm digressing. Will the price... Oh wait, actually, I already answered the question. Can I pre-order Slime Rancher 2? No, you can't do that, unfortunately. But what can you do? Are the PC system requirements for Slime Rancher 2 the same as Slime Rancher? Short answer is no, absolutely not. Just by the screenshots as well as game trailer, yeah, the sequel will have a dramatic change visually compared to the first game. So I'm not gonna read the requirements. You guys could just check it out yourself. If you haven't got any of these things, try to upgrade your PC as soon as possible if you want to play this game. But by the looks of it, it's not very all that taxing. You could easily scrounge out these parts easily. Anyway, do I need to play through Slime Rancher to enjoy Slime Rancher 2? In summary, no, you don't really have to, but it is recommended. A lot of the story beats, NPCs, mechanics will go over the sequel. Some, especially the story, might be confusing for new players. In fact, does anything have a 2 or sequel number on it? You kind of expect to play the first one to really understand what's going on. But despite what Nick is explaining, it's not really necessary to do so. You could just jump into Slime Rancher 2, and if you're interested, check out Slime Rancher. I think that's what Nick is trying to say, but it is recommended. It's optional completely. Are these notable missing features from the early access game preview release of Slime Rancher 2 that were present in Slime Rancher. Yes, a lot of things will be stripped out, at least starting out. Like the drones, surprisingly, are stripped out. You know, the Bumblebee drones from the first game. The extractors. I don't know what else I can think of right now at the top of my head, but those are the biggest one I could think of that will be stripped early on. Oh, story I think won't be present until later on, which is very understandable. I think they're more focused on the gameplay aspects for the player to enjoy. Story lasts, as well as add-ons will be included later on. That's understandable. This one's pretty long. I do recommend reading it yourself. It's very interesting information to really know what to expect for the sequel. Does Slime Rancher 2 feel like the original game? Yes, it will be just like the original feel of the first game, at least what Nick is stating. I'll take his word on it for sure. They're trying to do their best to make it as make the world as jiggly as much as possible, just like the first game. So we have to see if that's true or not. I trust them absolutely that they will keep the spirit of the slimy world consistent with the sequel. Will Slime Rancher 2 support multiplayer? This is the big question, isn't it? They didn't give a yes or no answer. They're considering maybe in the future. For now, they're trying to work on the more smaller parts of it, like gameplay, story, etc., before going the more higher route of a multiplayer. I understand that multiplayer is very taxing on the engine, so we don't really know what's going to happen with the development. But hey, it's possible. Just keep your expectations very low when it comes to multiplayer. I think it's this last one. How can I stay up to date on Slime Rancher 2 development? Of course, you can sign up for their newsletter or check out their social media like Twitter, Instagram, Reddit. For me, I do like their newsletters, but they have a tendency to come out a day later after the main news sometimes. If you want like consistency like really quickly, you could check out their Twitter and Instagram. They're very quick on it, on the information. I think that's it. That's all the questions Q&A that Nick has provided. It's a lot of information to take in. Regardless, it's still so really exciting. I really appreciate how transparent Monterey Park is giving us. Man, I kind of feel spoiled. So we know the price tag, what to expect for, mechanics that are being removed or at least being delayed for the next update. Yeah. Oh, before I end this video, I want to mention that I apologize if I'm posting this video a little late than usual. The main reason is that I like to take my time when it comes to these sort of big news. When I first started YouTube, I had a tendency to rush things, never really do my research properly. So now I'm trying to be more thorough. Oh gosh, dang it. Detailed on my investigation with these sort of news. If you want like very snappy, quick updates, news for Slime Rancher, there's a YouTuber named Epoch. He provides. He's very quick on what's to come for Slime Rancher news, so definitely subscribe to him if you haven't. For me, I do like to take my time, but sometimes, especially big trailers, I will release a video about it a few minutes to a few hours after it's released. So again, subscribe to Epoch, link down below of his YouTube channel if you want to get like up to date for Slime Rancher. He does other content outside of Slime Rancher, but majority of his content is based on the wiggly world of Monterey Park. Like I am. I'm more thorough detail on my videos, but he does release a mixture of detail as well as very quick video content. So yeah. A little shout out to him. Tell him that I sent you guys to him. That's pretty much it with this article. Devil, read it for yourself. I apologize if I had I clasped my words and repeat certain things. This video is very unscripted. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Like always, stay wiggly.